Broadcasting from Studio 300, you're watching Poly Playbook.
Hello and welcome to a fresh new edition of Poly Playbook. We're serving up all the hot actions, the cool plays, and everywhere in between for Cal Poly Athletics. I'm Connor McCarthy. Let's get right into it. Cal Poly's men's basketball fell to CSU Fullerton Thursday night in their final home game of the season. It was senior night in Mott Athletic Center. 4 players were recognized for all that they have contributed to Cal Poly's men's basketball. Reese Morgan led the 3 other seniors, Joel Alwich, Brian Bennett, and David Nawaba, in scoring with 22 points. Senior guard Nawaba produced his team-leading 19th double-digit game of the year with 12 points. Cal Poly nearly wiped out a 5-point deficit in the final minute of play, but was unable to pull ahead. CSU Fullerton took home the win 78-77, the final. One of the key players of the basketball team is senior guard Reese Morgan, a team player and a role model for all the younger guys on the team. Poly Playbook reporter Allison Edmonds talked to Reese Morgan his time at Cal Poly.
I've been playing basketball ever since I can remember, really, and I've had some examples above me that have been pretty good.
Basketball has been a key part in senior guard Reese Morgan's life since he was 5 years old, and Cal Poly seemed like the perfect fit to help further his skills at the next level.
Coach recruited me, came on a visit, just loved the area, loved the coach, loved the team.
A huge part in his success at the collegiate level is due to his 2 role models that have helped him in every aspect of life.
I really look up to my father and my brother as far as what it means to be a man and what it means to have character and to play basketball and do all that sort of stuff.
His family has been a huge part of his college basketball career, but there are also pregame rituals Reese Morgan does to help him prepare to play the game.
I'll pray. That's about it. I'll come in early and get some shots up. Takes me a while to get ready, just taped, get my body loose. It takes me a while these days, being a little bit older with those knee issues.
But the road for Reese hasn't always been easy.
And I've had 4 knee surgeries, 1 in high school and 3 since I've been here in college. At times, I wasn't able to play. I had to sit out almost 2 years because of knee issues. So struggling through that and still being at times like, is it worth it? Is it worth through all this pain? Is it worth this struggle to come back and try to finish this off strong?
However, his inspiration is what drives him to play the game and look beyond the pain.
I'm a very strong Christian. I'd say my faith in Christ inspires me that I've been, given a gift and that I need to use it, for the Lord's praise and knowledge.
Reese has remained in fairly good health in recent years and is playing every game to his full potential.
Luckily, I've been blessed enough to have 2 pretty healthy years to end. Last year I played the whole year, and this year I've been healthy so far, so I'm pretty happy about that, but it's definitely been a struggle at times.
His strong past 2 starting seasons gave him a content close to his career in basketball.
I've realized that my knees aren't going to hold up for that much longer, so I think I've realized that my time is done once I play my last game at Cal Poly.
This is Allison Edmonds reporting.
Reese Morgan and the rest of the Cal Poly basketball team will head to UC Irvine on Thursday night. The Cal Poly women's basketball team will face UC Santa Barbara this weekend after playing Long Beach State on Wednesday. The Mustangs game versus the Gauchos will be the women's last home game of the season, following their game at home versus Long Beach State on Wednesday. The Mustangs last played UC Santa Barbara on January 7th in Gaucho territory and did not bring home a win. Before this loss, the Mustangs had a 9-game winning streak against the Gauchos. Tip-off is at 2 p.m. on Saturday, February 27th. This game is also Senior Day, where Cal Poly will be honoring graduating players Beth Belvers, Paige Brown, Lindsay Wolf, Heather Madgirl, and Lisa Marie Sanchez. The softball team is heading to Stockton, California to compete in the Libby Matson Tournament February 26th to the 28th. The Mustangs are entering the 5-game tournament after coming off beating number 9 Arizona this past Sunday. The team will play Purdue and CSU Bakersfield Friday and other Division I universities. Softball will kick off their official home game opening season next week. When it comes to Cal Poly's baseball team, Anna George has more on that. Let's go right over to her.
Cal Poly baseball swept an old Big West rival last weekend in their first series of the regular season. Cal Poly took 4 games from their old Big West foes, Pacific winning 6-2, 7-6 in extra innings, 6-3, and a whopping 19-2 in Sunday's series final. The Mustangs will look to continue this hot start starting February 26 at 6 p.m. against number 14 in the country, UCLA. They will play UCLA on Saturday at 6 p.m. and Sunday at 1 p.m. They will also play number 19, Michigan, on Saturday at noon for 1 game. It will be a busy weekend for the baseball team, and all games will be at Baggett Stadium. That's all we have for the baseball update this weekend. I'm Anna George. Back to you, Connor.
Thank you, Anna. One former Cal Poly track star is preparing for the biggest event yet in her career as a runner, the Olympic trials. Hannah Edwards and Coach Tim Bailey talk running, the challenges she will face, and what it takes to go to the Olympics.
Hannah, she exudes positivity. She's very bubbly personality. She's all conference, you know, in the Big West, and I definitely feel like there's a lot of potential there. She's taking the time to just really have a go at you know, pursuing the Olympics. It's like and the Olympic trials rather.
In college, I finished my senior year. I finished 4th in the conference for the 800. I kind of like refound that like passion and drive to really like go for it and continue on. And it was definitely like a trial year. Like I had a lot of ups and downs. I like went through an illness. I was struggling through practices, and I was still like out there running. But it was just like, you know, workouts that were so easy before were like so hard, and I was struggling just to like hold on to it. But the nice thing about it was I was still able to run, and although it was like really hard, I still was getting that training in. And then so by the end, when I was feeling a lot better, things just started to click more.
My goal for her is to try and give her every chance possible of going to the Olympic trials, which are up in Eugene, Oregon in July. Essentially, your time in the United States has to rank in the top 30 or 32.
To get to the Olympic trials, I have to get a 2:03, so I have to bring my time down by 4 seconds, which is kind of significant in the 8.
2:07 is definitely not there. It takes around 2:04 to about 2:04.4 to qualify and make it. Can she do that? I think that she has the talent to do that, and I think the ability's there. It's a bit of a commitment to the race, to be honest. For her, I feel like she's got the tools to make up that 3 seconds. Historically, from what I've seen, she tends to kind of hold back a little bit within the race, and then she closes strong. We need her to really commit to the race and really stick herself in the race nearer the front, so that she's fighting out for the win up at the front rather than kind of trying to come through from a little bit further back. So I think it's just like a mindset shift in terms of the way she approaches a race.
My heart has just always been in the 8, and regardless of if it's my best event, it's definitely my favorite, and so I really just want the opportunity to race it.
She's very enthusiastic, you know, she's got a very good attitude, you know, towards her training. She really embraces every day.
You learn to really just like take it one day at a time and like give it 100% for that day, and whatever that turns out to be, just being like happy with that. I definitely think the individual part too of just being able to like overcome those challenges and those obstacles and like pass your limits and kind of surprise yourself. I think that's like a really fun part of it.
I think she's very brave that she's decided, you know what, I'm going to take a year off, you know, and I'm just going to really try and put my heart and soul into my running and see what I can do. Whatever happens, whether she makes it or she doesn't to the trials, I think that she can look back on this time and know that, you know that she gave herself a really good chance.
On July 1st, Edwards will compete with the top runners in the country for a spot on the Olympic team. You can check mustangnews.net for the updates on this story. That's all we have for you for Cal Poly sports action this week. You can log on to mustangnews.net for continuous Cal Poly sports coverage. I'm Connor McCarthy. Have a great weekend.